Greetings and salutations, and welcome to the Darkest Dungeon! Oh, that was rubbish. I practiced. You wouldn't believe, but I did practice that Darkest Dungeon bit. No, I failed horribly. Okay, so here we go. Darkest Dungeon. Its release date. It's been out in early access for a good few months, maybe even a year. But there's tons been changed over the last few months, and this is the official release patch now. So we're on the latest version. We are live. We are good to go. We're going to have a playthrough. If you don't know what it is, stay tuned because it's fun, and I'm going to go nuts at it because there's a large random element to it. Your players can permanent death or get these weird and wonderful illnesses and diseases, and all sorts of crap goes on. Shit goes down, boys. That's what I got to say. So let's get straight into it. We're going to watch the cinematic intro, so enjoy.
Ruin has come to our family. You remember our venerable house? Opulent and imperial, gazing proudly from its stoic perch above the moor. I lived all my years in that ancient, rumor-shadowed manor, fattened by decadence and luxury. And yet I began to tire of conventional extravagance. Singular, unsettling tales suggested the mansion itself was a gateway to some fabulous and unnameable power. With relic and ritual, I bent every effort towards the excavation and recovery of those long-buried secrets, exhausting what remained of our family fortune on swarthy workmen and sturdy shovels. At last, in the salt-soaked crags beneath the lowest foundations, we unearthed that damnable portal of antediluvian evil.
Uh-oh.
Our every step unsettled the ancient earth. But we were in a realm of death and madness. In the end, I alone fled laughing and wailing through those blackened arcades of antiquity, until consciousness failed me. You remember our venerable house, opulent and imperial. It is a festering abomination. I beg you, return home, claim your birthright, and deliver our family from the ravenous, clutching shadows of the Darkest Dungeon.
Well, I just wouldn't go back, to be honest. Look, the house is a wreck. It's on top. Subsidence is going to be a massive issue over the next 50 years as well. Anyway, even if I do repair it, it's just not worth it. Right, so let us call it Darkest YouTube because I'm clever like that.
You will arrive along the old road. It winds with a troubling, serpent-like suggestion through the corrupted countryside, leading only, I fear, to ever more tenebrous places. There is a sickness in the ancient pitted cobbles of the old road, and on its writhing path you will face viciousness, violence, and perhaps other damnably transcendent terrors. So steel yourself, and remember there can be no bravery without madness. The old road will take you to hell, but in that gaping abyss, we will find our redemption.
Gaping abyss, that does sound like my ex-girlfriend. And I'm going to need a big help from you guys because you can personalise the characters that you journey with, your sort of army, your recruits. So I think we should go for a theme of who we're going to rename them to. So they're going to be movie characters, okay? You're going to decide who gets their names. They get given default names, but we're going to rename them based on their sort of personality, the way they look, the way they act, the weird diseases they've got. So leave in the comments who I should rename the various different characters to as we go through. We're going to recruit lots of people. So this is the Darkest Dungeon itself. So there's a little brief tutorial, but we'll go through that quite nice and quickly. So we're currently in a room. To move forward, click on another room on the map. This will take you to the connecting hallway. Thank you very much. So we can click on the room.
Brigands have run up these lanes. Keep to the side path. The hamlet is just ahead.
So while in the hallway, press D to move forward, A to move back if you prefer the mouse, or click head pie. So these are the two guys. These are my party, the default ones you're given. We've got a Crusader and a Highwayman. So let's have a wander, shall we? Oh no!
Dispatch this thug in brutal fashion,
thug.
that all may hear of your arrival.
So, combat's turn-based. On your hero's turn, click a skill icon and then click on the highlighted target. If you can't select a particular skill, it's because that hero needs to be standing in a different spot, or there are no valid targets. Mouse over the skill to see the requirements. So you'll see here, because normally there's a party of 4. Actually, we're probably easier to go through it when there's not a normal-sized party. This is just a tutorial. So this is whose turn it is. He can do this, which is Open Vein. Does a bit of damage, but also makes the character bleed. That's his hit points there. He's got 1 action remaining. So, yeah, we'll go with that. Click on kill. 8 damage, and he's bleeding. So every turn he's there, goes just lost 2 there from the bleed. So he's going to bleed out. Oh, he just dodged
reeling, about to break.
So that crap that appeared above his head is the stress level. When they get stressed, they go nuts. They either go psycho or they get really calm and focused. So this is our sort of tanky type character. We should be able to kill him with a whatever tank. We're going to smite him. I smite thee,
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
And we've got 100 gold coins for that. So this is just a tutorial bit, so you can just walk through this. That's a bit more stress going on. We found a tent. Ooh. While exploring, you'll often find interactive objects. Click or press W to investigate them. Take a look at this tent. The brigands left valuables.
Leave nothing unchecked.
Crap ton of cash.
There is much to be found in forgotten places.
Okay, so we're at the end of the hallway, so we can. That's our inventory, and you can click on it and see the map. So it's only a little 2-level bit. So we go to the chest.
An ambush.
Oh, he's a big
Send
fecker,
these
isn't he?
vermin a message. The rightful owner has returned, and their kind is no longer welcome.
So depending on the skill you choose, so this Open Vein, I can only hit the front guy. I can do a pistol shot to hit the more vulnerable guy at the back, who's probably going to do more damage, or I can do a grape shot that will hit both of them. Let's go grapey. Come on, grapey. So there's a random sort of dice roll behind the scenes as to how much damage you do and all that sort of stuff based on your stats. Right, big fatty's going for a shot. He resisted it. So we've got a debuff on there, so he can't dodge, or he's worse at dodging. We can go for a stunning blow on the big guy. That has a chance to stun the big fecker, and he's stunned. Lovely. So he's going to miss his next turn. I think we might go for another grapey shot. It does less damage, but we haven't got many ways to get to the back line. Okay, that's alright. He's getting a little bit down. He's getting a bit low, our Crusader dude. He's not unholy. You get bonus damage versus unholy. I think we try and stun him again. Keep him quiet while we kill the dude at the back. Okay. Go for it more. Oh, that's beautiful.
Give
critical
them no
hit.
quarter.
Loving that. And then we'll keep. Let's go for a smite him. Smite him does a decent amount of damage, even though he's not unholy. It's a decent amount of damage. And we'll just open his vein. Bleed to death, you big fatty. And then just smite to pretty much see him out with a bit of bleed. And the bleed kills him.
The greater the glory.
Portrait, lovely. These are used as sort of a currency to build certain buildings. I'll show you those in a minute. And we've got a potion and some cash, big cash monies. After you've completed the requirements of a quest, you have the option to return to town at any time. Just click the quest. You don't need to return to the starting room of the dungeon to exit, so I don't need to go back at the beginning. So what we can do though is open this chest that's sitting here. It's a trapped chest. Okay, let's do it. It just poisoned him. Fantastic, but he resisted it. Okay, so that's the little sort of basic tutorial thing started. This is all our goodies that we got. Lots of cash money, some heirlooms that we can use to build stuff. Nice. So now the characters level up. So this is what I wanted you to pick the characters for me, because we've seen that Reginald, or Reynald, is leveled up. He's got a. These can be good. I'm going to click this, and it's going to be good or bad. It could be a disease. It could be something funny or silly. He's a ruins explorer, so that's a good thing. If it's in gold lettering, it's good. If it's red, it's bad. So 20% scouting chance when in ruins. Fantastic, because there's a lot of bad stuff in this. There's so much bad stuff. The disease, some of the stuff. I only played for a few hours, and it was ridiculous.
Welcome home, such as it is.
So it looks a bit overwhelming now, but it's very simple
this
to get
squalid
into.
hamlet, these corrupted lands, they are yours now.
Good.
And you are bound to them.
Nice. Thanks. So this is our little activity log, just saying, you know, go and do some basic stuff. These are all the different quests that we get. So this is our beautiful place. On any screen in the game, press and hold the agency's contextual help for controls in that mode. Try while in town, exploring, fighting, camping and more. Okay, so that's just like a hold down there. Yeah, okay. So these are the different buildings. So these are the ones we're going to start off with. These three with the exclamation marks. This is our team, Reynald. So let's have a look at the stagecoach first.
Women and men, soldiers and outlaws, fools and corpses. All will find their way to us now that the road is clear.
So these are all the different characters in the game. There's tons of different classes. You need to recruit these two heroes to fill out your party of 4. Drag and drop them into your roster. While you're here, spend some of your starting resources on upgrading the stagecoach network. This will increase the number of heroes available here in the future. To upgrade, click plus. So this is a very important one, because obviously this is where you get your new heroes, because they die off, they get horrible diseases, they go out of action for weeks. You end up with a sort of a roster of, I don't know how many at the end. I only played, like I said, I only played for a few hours, maybe 10, 15 or something, 20, who knows. But one thing I did see that was, it's good to upgrade your network because you want lots of choice of heroes. So we're going to use 3 of our whatever deeds and 3 crests to increase the number of available heroes to 3.
Great heroes can be found even here.
We don't need to increase the overall
in the
roster
mud
yet.
and rain.
We don't need to increase the roster yet, so because we've only got 2. So do I go again? I can't even afford it because I don't have 8 deeds. Okay, that's fine. So we're going to get the Plague Doctor.
What better laboratory than the blood-soaked battlefield?
And the Vestal.
A sister of battle, pious and unrelenting.
Some religious, scary lady. We'll have a look at them better. So like I said, you need to tell me the names. Movie characters is the theme. Let's have a look at the ancestors' memories of Be the Dead.
In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
Nice. So this is what's gone on, and the deaths and stuff, and we'll probably get more use out of it. Oh, this is the death one, isn't it? Graveyard, where all your heroes.
Most will end up here, covered in the poisoned earth, awaiting merciful oblivion.
Yeah, nice. It's nice to have a graveyard in your garden. I find it, you know, really gives some. So these we haven't unlocked yet because they'll just unlock after the next sort of tutorial mission. So I think let's have a look at our cash monies. We've got no special items. That's the glossary. That's the estate. That's the options. That's our money. So these two are a tiny bit stressed now. We don't have to worry about that. When it gets past like halfway, you might not want to send them out on a mission because they're going to freak out and do shit. So let's go straight out for another mission.
A mecca of madness and morbidity. Your work begins.
Actually, we'll save that. So let's go back. How do I go back? Let me back! Get me back! Okay, there you go. Hit escape, just in case you're wondering. So we've got a survival list. We've got the main abbey. So places like the sanitarium and the abbey are where you send people that have got illnesses to try and cure them or relieve their stress. You can go to the bar and sleep with hookers. That's always a good way to relieve stress. You might pick up a few illnesses on the way, but blacksmith to upgrade your heroes and all that sort of stuff. So there's lots to it, but it's a very sort of simple premise. But it, like I said, it does screw you over. It's going to be a very fun series. You know, if you watch any of my Football Manager videos, that I can occasionally rage, and this game makes you rage. It's built for making people rage. So there we go. There is the first episode. Not the most exciting because we just did the little tutorial bit, but I hope it gives you a little taste of what's to come. It does get very good, so make sure you check out the next episode, which I'll put up very soon. I'm gonna, for the time being, I'm gonna at least put up one of these Darkest Dungeon videos every single day. So subscribe if you are new to here. Tons of gaming content to come, and yeah, let me know. And remember, start naming the characters. We've got some. We have. How do I look at them? There we go. We have Reynald, who's an apprentice crusader, kind of a tank, two-handed axe. We don't know much about him. He's a warrior of light and a ruins explorer. He's God-fearing. He'll only pray for stress release, and he likes stealing stuff. So which movie character does he suit? It could just be fun. You don't have to think too hard. Just give us fun names that you might look like. Next up, we've got a highwayman. He's got a hard noggin and quick reflexes. Bit of speed, that's quite... They're good. But he also is not allowed to gamble while in town because he's a known cheat. Fantastic. Next up, we have our new guy, the Plague Doctor. He's deadly, so plus 1% crit, and he's a witness. After seeing troubling behaviour, will not take part in prayer activity in town. Has he seen a priesty doing some naughty stuff with some young boy? And our Vestal, who's the religious dude, a woman. Hard skin, so plus 10 protection, evasive, plus 5 dodge, that's fantastic. Jesus. Hagiomania, obsessed with sainthood, and I'm going to murder these names. Thanatophobia, which is plus 20 stress damage if hit points below 50%. So if she's injured, she gets more stress when she gets hit, basically. These are the skills. We'll learn more about them as we go. I hope you enjoyed the first episode, guide. Come check out the next one, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.